Now, moving on to Trump's favorability numbers, it was at 54%, a 6 point increase from his pre-election favorability. Is that a normal jump after an election? And why do you think his favorability increased?
Yeah, we do tend to see a bit of a rallying effect after someone wins the the presidential contest. That's especially true if they're winning the popular vote as well, as President-elect Trump did. But seeing some of the changes in the subgroups, he's strongest with the 40 to 59 year olds. 60% favor him, 55% among the under 30 crowd. And we even see 19% of Democrats have a favorable opinion of Donald Trump. That is a 9 point increase since the pre-election polling. So I find that pretty interesting. 69% of white voters have a positive opinion, 53% of Hispanics. We can see where, some of these narratives from the election, that's sort of bearing fruit in this poll. We saw him gain among these Hispanic voters, among some of the middle-aged voters, and even younger voters. And that's reflected here now. So I think it's not just that sort of rallying effect. I think we really are seeing some of the changes that bore out during the election.
All of the other groups I feel like make somewhat sense to me, but why do you think the Democrats had such a big increase in that number there?
Yeah, I think that is a combination of that sort of rallying effect, and then potentially with some of his nominations for his
Mhm.
cabinet. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly. Overall, folks are less concerned about the economy now. Um, Democrats in particular, though, it's hard to say, but I think that winning the popular vote, that does provide more of a mandate than Donald Trump has had in the past. And so I think that some Democrats see that. They might not even be paying attention to what he's doing, but have a little bit more favorable opinion of him as a result of the country
Mhm.
voting in this direction.
Mhm. Well, it's interesting that you mentioned the cabinet nominations being a plus for him because I think they've been pretty controversial. So I was actually going to ask if you thought that he might have been burning a little of political capital on these picks, but it could be that it's actually to his benefit for some groups.
I think so, frankly. I think, Matt Gaetz dropping out of the nomination process, I think that really helped him because that was a truly difficult prospect getting him through the Senate. And I don't think, as we saw in this poll, he was not a popular guy among the electorate. Some of these other picks, I think Marco Rubio, you know, uncontroversial. Generally, folks agree with that choice. I think Democrats feel mostly safe with that choice. I don't think they have formed too much of an opinion of some of the other folks. Tulsi Gabbard is another one who is controversial, but we see that a quarter to about a third of the electorate don't have an opinion of these nomination decisions. And so, I think among those who are paying attention, they're going to see it one way or the other. And I think overall, it seems to be positive. It seems to be that it is helping Trump's favorability, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I don't think that it has the overwhelmingly negative connotations that, some folks have assumed that it has with the electorate.